I have got some explaining to do. Cause why haven't I been uploading? This is a new Edge Mustang GT. Got everything done on the motor. The hurdle of doing the swap is done. The motor's in. I was trying to get some crabby, extra flabby. I don't know what else to say. These niggas gay. Alright guys, welcome to today's video where we are going to be doing something super special. We are going to be 4-valve swapping a Mustang GT, a new Edge version, all in one video. So let's get into today's video. Alright, so before we actually get into prepping the 4-valve motor and putting it inside the new Edge Mustang GT, I want to address a few things. Yes, I have not uploaded in 2 weeks, if not more. The reason for that is I really got tired of forcing the content instead of having something that I know I want to watch. I don't want to upload content that I don't even want to watch, you know what I mean? So I want to be uploading videos that I think is fun. For one, to record. I want to know that it's fun to record. I want to know that it's fun to edit as well, because you get to look back on all the footage and see how everything really came out. So definitely I'm going to be putting more time into my work. You guys are going to get less videos with me doing that. Probably you're going to get 1 to 2 videos a month. Sometimes you're going to get 4 videos a month. You might get once a week, but I don't want to put myself on a schedule where I'm scavenging for what do you call it? Where I'm scavenging for content, or I'm fighting to make a video, or no, I want to do things that I like to do that I know are gonna come out really cool, that I know are gonna be super nice. So yeah, so today we're gonna be 4-valve swapping this Mustang GT, and it's actually my new car. This is my can't remember what year it is, but it's a Mustang GT, like I've been saying. And we're gonna be taking the 4-valve motor that is supposed to be for the 350Z, and we're gonna drop it right inside this Mustang. So the reasoning behind that is, if I'm gonna go through all the work of getting a 4-valve motor to fit in that Nissan 350Z, it's going to be a beast of a motor. So what I'm gonna do is, I'm gonna order another 4-valve motor off of eBay. We're gonna order pistons, rods, crank. Not sure if I'm gonna do cams. The cams are pretty good for some really high RPM, but I'm gonna fully build it, and then we are going to build our own turbo kit for it, so that when it goes inside the 350, we're gonna have a twin turbo built 4.6 liter dual overhead cam, which is going to be a super nasty car. So today's video is going to be quite long, because it's going to be the complete swap process of this GT, and I'm actually gonna walk around the GT and show you guys inside it and show you all the flaws with the car, and we're gonna go from there. So let's get started on introducing you guys to my new Mustang GT. All right, and here it is. This is a new Edge Mustang GT. Like I said, I know it's kind of dark out. The flicking sun hasn't come up as yet, but I wanted to start this video nice and early today. So I got it for pretty cheap. That's because the previous owner blew the motor. Let me grab my phone light so we can actually see what the hell we're looking at. And there it is. So that is a TR3650 gearbox, and there's pretty much nothing left in place other than some motor mounts that we're not going to be using. We're going to be using the motor mounts, the polyurethane motor mounts that we were using on the other grain Mustang. And pretty much all standard stuff in here. Nothing really too concerning to worry about. The only thing that I really have a little bit of concern on is that exhaust. I'm not sure if that's gonna bolt right up, because we have some interchangeable exhaust pipes on this motor right now, so we might have to take it to a muffler house to get the exhaust done. But other than that, we should be good to go on the complete swap. So I'm gonna start prepping the 4-valve motor to go in. What I mean by that is there's some things I need to button up on it, and we're gonna get it sitting in here by the end of the day, and hopefully get all the wiring done and we can hear this thing run. But let me continue to show you guys. The car comes with the stock Mustang factories. The paint is pretty good. It has some blemishes, like look at that. You know, it has some issues in certain spots. This is a convertible, and the top, the back glass, the isinglass for the top is torn. The interior could be better, but like I said, I got this car for a pretty good deal. It came with the leather seats. The driver's seat is completely destroyed. It needs to pretty much be welded up so that you can actually sit in it. The back of it is broken, but I'm hoping we got away with at least getting a very good gearbox for this thing, and we should be able to get this thing up and driving, up and running very, very soon. I'm not sure why the hell there's like a big hole there in the side. I don't know if someone, I don't know why that would be like that, but I'm gonna probably sand that down and paint it up so that it doesn't continue rusting. And yeah, so let's get to prepping this 4-valve motor to go inside the Mustang GT. And like I said, what I mean by that is I know for a fact that I have an oil leak on this thing here, so I gotta figure out a way to stop it from leaking, because I definitely do not want to put this motor in the car and then flicking blow it up because the because the oil drained out of that thing. So I think I have another one of those somewhere around here. I'm gonna put it in and install it, and we're gonna go from there. I'm praying these headers bolt right up. That's the biggest issue I'm having. I think this one's pointing straight down, and I don't know, it looks a bit off in the car. Hopefully I can get it to line up like I said, and we don't have to do too much fabrication to it. But yeah, let's get into prepping this 4-valve motor. Alrighty, jump ahead. Got everything done on the motor. Got the belt on. I had to put on these injector jumpers to just connect to the different wire harness. Everything's pretty much in place. It's time now to push the Mustang inside the shop and just sit the motor in, and I think I'm gonna call it quits there for today. I'm gonna take my time. I'm gonna come back either this afternoon, because I have a lot of work to do, so I'm gonna come back either this afternoon or tomorrow and get this thing running, because it won't take much to actually get it running. I made a massive mistake and the camera ran out of memory and I already put the motor in. So I was supposed to time lapse it, but like I said, it ran out of memory. It's sitting on the mounts. I'm gonna stop for today. I have some more work to do in the shop, so I'm gonna pace myself. I'm gonna finish this off tomorrow. All I gotta do is put the bolts for the motor mounts, put the bolts for the transmission, put the clutch cable, all of that stuff. Just put everything in place, and then we'll go from there and try to start it up, get it running, and we should be good to go. So radiator still has to go in, the AC attachment still has to go on, a couple of small stuff, but like I said, the hurdle of doing the swap is done, the motor's in, and we can just touch up everything tomorrow. This is day 2 of doing the 4-valve swap. I was trying to do it in one day, but I didn't want to rush anything or skip any steps. The motor's in, tranny is bolted up, what else, starter's in, wire harness has to be adjusted because this is a stock, I don't know what year GT, but this is a new Edge Mustang, and you have to extend the coil pack harness wiring. I have to, because of the manifold that I'm using, I have to extend the idle air controller wiring and also the TPS wiring. So TPS, idle air controller, also the fuel pressure sensor that's on the fuel rail. I gotta extend those wires. They're in opposite positions. That's just because I'm using a Marauder's intake. If you use the intake from an Aviator, I believe Aviator and Navigator, the 4 valves, I think their intake is on the other side, and Cobra's, their intake is on the other side. I think only the Marauder comes over to the driver's side of the Mustang. I believe so. But yeah, gonna do some wiring, get that done. The only thing that I won't get done today is the exhaust. The exhaust is completely different from what I have on here because I have a bunch of mix match exhaust pieces. What would have made this easy is if I was using factory Cobra manifolds. I would have made the swap much easier, but I'm not. I'm using Marauder and one Aviator header. It's like a mix match, but it works. I have the connections, like the flanges for them. I'm either gonna try to do it myself because I have a welder, or I'm just gonna pay the money, take it to a muffler house and give them the flanges and tell them, hey, I want this, go there, and they just do the work for you. Have no idea what this car is going to be used for other than a daily for me. This is actually going to be my daily driver, and that's why we used the motor that we know was reliable and that was working. I'm probably going to be able to beat on this motor for years to come before having to pull it again and work on it. I don't know how much this car will be on the channel, but doing these 4-valve swaps have definitely gotten much easier for me since the first time that I've done them. It took me months and months and months to do the first one, and now I'm on day 2 of a 4-valve swap, and it's almost time to start this thing up. So I've learned a few things. I know the tips and the tricks of how to do it and what to do, what not to do. So I'm going to set up the camera now, and we're going to catch a nice time lapse of me doing the wiring on this 4-valve swap. Alright guys, so what you've seen me just do is take the 4 coil connections, and I've extended their harness so that the wires can go around here and tuck under very neatly. So once I already make the bends like this and I clip them in, I'm going to tape them to the harness, and that'll be the end of it. This is the main part of doing a 4-valve swap, making sure the coil pack harness is done properly. Also, the polarity on them had to be changed. So you just swap red for green, green for red, same thing. Just swap the wires because the coils actually are backwards compared to the 2-valve coils. So you'll have to switch the wires around. I'm gonna have to extend the TPS and the idle air controller wire as well because they're over here. On any other 4-valve manifold they would have been in place like somewhere right here, but I gotta put them around there. And then the fuel pressure fuel pressure sensor wire is over there, and I have to extend it, come around here. So I'm gonna get all that wiring done and then show you guys where I'm at. All right, so pretty much all of the wiring is done. I just have the temperature coolant temp sensor wiring to do. This wire for the alternator has to be grounded out. Minor stuff, but all the coil pack harnesses, all of the idle air controller, the TPS, the fuel pressure sensor, all of that stuff is in and installed. So I want to throw a battery in here right quick and try to start it and just pretty much see how it sounds. Just tried starting it. The battery went dead. That's why you guys didn't see how long I was trying to start it. I'm getting all the power, all the fuel pump, everything, but the starter's not rolling over. So I'm going to check all the relays and fuses to the starter tomorrow. I got a lot done today. I feel like I'm super accomplished in what I'm doing. Hopefully tomorrow is radiator fan wiring, coolant temp wiring, finding out what to do with this wire, most likely ground that out for the alternator. And other than that, we should be able to start it tomorrow. Even if it's the starter, I have another new starter right in the room for the 4.6, so we should be good to go. Let me show you guys how the inside look. Definitely this driver chair is broken and needs to replace, but everything else looks pretty good. So we're gonna call it quits for today and pick this up tomorrow. All right, so it is day 3 of working on the 4-valve swap. I've been up underneath it. I've been checking wire and doing a lot of things, checking the clutch, pedal, safety switch, everything. Cannot get the car to start by the key, but what I did is created a little jumper to go from the positive to the starter wire, and it does start. Definitely it doesn't have any cooling system on it, doesn't have any exhaust, doesn't have any mass airflow sensor plugged in, coolant sensor plugged in, none of that stuff, but it does start. So I'm going to take a video of it starting, and that'll probably be all I do today. Tomorrow I'll install the radiator, figure out some type of cold air intake, and probably sometime later on this week I'll figure out a exhaust system for it, because I have to fabricate that up. But let me let you guys see the motor. So as you guys have just seen, the 4-valve swap definitely starts, it runs. It just is not starting from the key. I'm sure I'm gonna figure it out. This is only the 3rd day of doing the swap. There's a lot of things else to do. Everything fueling wise works. I'm pretty sure putting an exhaust on it, getting those O2 sensors plugged up will definitely make the car run a lot better. Having a cold air intake, fucking up the PCV valve, all that stuff is gonna make this thing run a lot better. And yeah, we're gonna probably pick this video up tomorrow on day 4. Day 3 was definitely a success with at least hearing the car start and run. So we're gonna move on from here and try to get the entire car done before I even start editing this video. So yeah, let's get on to day 4. I was trying to get some crabby, extra flabby. I don't know what else to say. These niggas gay. I can't put this rap in my video because niggas gonna kill me. Gonna say that I can't rap straight off the dome. Ain't smoke no crack. Man, that's straight off the top, bro. That's straight off the top, bro. That's straight off the top, bro. Let me stop doing fool, yeah. God damn. Gotta be a crime to look this good, yeah. Niggas gotta lock me up. Alrighty. Day 456 of the 4-valve swap. No, that's not true. It's actually just day 4 of me trying to work on it. So last time we got a lot done. I don't even remember. It's been a couple of days. I'm actually working on a truck behind me. I'm going to show you that, and show you that we got the forklift back for the shop. We always supposed to have this forklift, but it definitely came in handy with this truck job. And goddamn, I don't know if you guys could tell, I hurt the hell out of my neck, and I can barely. All right, if I turn it this way, it's good, but if I turn it this way, oh, it hurts like hell, and it's a sharp pain right in my lower neck. So yeah, like it's like that. So if you see any stiffness in my body, it's because this damn neck hurting like crazy. But I'm gonna do my best to get the oil filter housing replaced. It's leaking on the 4-valve, and I knew it was leaking before I even put it in the car. I tried to patch it up with some type of splash zone, but that didn't work. So I'm gonna take it off, replace it, put one from a 2-valve on it. It's pretty much the same thing. They don't really differ that much. And then I gotta get MAF sensor, coolant temp sensor wires spliced in, and it's like a couple of those small wires. Get a cold air intake figured out. Put my radiator in. Let the motor. Well, I can't let the motor warm up. I want that exhaust fixed. I do not want any fires from the exhaust. That's how I actually caught fire in my first 4-valve swap. So I'm gonna fix the exhaust first. Then we're gonna go from there. So just like I was saying, it's just this day 4 of me working on the 4-valve swap, and the shop has been busy as ever. So don't really have much time to do a lot on that build. So yeah, I'm gonna show you guys the truck and the shop forklift, and we're gonna go from there. All right, so this is the truck. I already took the bed off because we had to get to the fuel pump. This is a diesel 2500, and oh, my neck killing me. Oh, killing my neck. Ay. This is a let me get some more light in here. Yeah. All right, so here it is. I'm not sure if there's a pump in this tank, but I'm gonna find out today because I'm opening this up. But definitely the top hat was brittle as hell. These fittings have just been snapping off instantly. So we're gonna have to replace that. We replaced the first fuel filter down there. Let me see if I can zoom in on that. You guys can't see. Yeah, so it's kind of dark, but the fuel filter is right down there. We replaced the fuel filter in the engine bay as well, and it's having a priming issue now. So I'm gonna have to figure out why this thing isn't priming or staying primed and all that stuff. So once I get that sorted out, we'll be fine, and go from there. But the forklift is over here. Let me get some. It's not really a new forklift, I should say, but it's definitely one that works. We used it to take the bed off of the truck and move it around in the yard. This is the 4-valve swap itself. We're going to be working on this thing today. So I'm going to get this truck knocked out, get the bed back installed, all that stuff, or at least figure out what's wrong with it. And then we're going to start working on the 4-valve swap. Y'all ever thought in your life that y'all look so fine that if you tried to pay a prostitute for her services, she would tell you keep your money? God damn, nigga, fucking answer me now, mate. Wait. Alright guys, as you can see, we did a lot. I worked just one day off camera. That'll probably be day 5, or this will be day 5, however you look at it. But everything is pretty much in. We had to change a oil filter housing that was dripping at the bottom. What else? I installed the radiator, overflow tank. I need to make up a bracket for this power steering reservoir. I got the alternator wiring to figure out. What else? I got the cold air intake to figure out. As you can see, it's not much space, so I don't know where the hell I'm gonna run that cold air intake. Probably gonna remove the windshield washer fluid thing and try to push the pipe in there, but then I'll have to relocate the mouth, and it's just a whole thing. But I'm gonna figure all that out. But it's day 5, and I'm gonna show you the progress. Oh man, it's looking so good. I got the PVC PCV, whatever you call that thing, set up. I got that going. The only wiring left to do is alternator, fan for the radiator, and the mouth. That should be it. What else? I think that's pretty much it, you know. I gotta get some type of pipe in here so I could get the mouth on it, get a cold air intake on it. I don't know if I'm gonna route it where it comes down here. That's gonna be a little hot down in there is my only issue. So I might remove this and try to get a pipe in there and then relocate the mouth over on this side. That might be my best bet. But yeah, pretty much got a lot done, and still looking to do a lot more. The exhaust isn't done yet. I'm gonna try to get this thing buttoned up. If I could get all the wiring done today, then I'll carry it to the muffler house tomorrow morning, and we will go from there. But pretty much that's where we are with the build right now. Alright, so this should be like day 6 of doing the 4-valve swap. I think I'm going to close out the video here, and we're just going to do more and more updates as I continue to work on the vehicle. I don't want to make this video too long where it bores you guys, but I'm going to show you guys the progress I've made. The car is running, the car is driving, but it still has some issues that we're going to be working out, and like I said, in the next few videos. So let me give you an update. Alright, so we have this very weird contraption to get us to a very weird filter, but we have an oil leak somewhere. I didn't check that. We have a water leak somewhere. I didn't check that, but car's running a bit rough. We still have, I think, a connector issue or a wiring issue, but let me start it up so you guys can hear it. I got the mufflers done, and they sound pretty good, but I'm pretty sure once we get the car sorted out, it'll be better. Alright, so as you guys have heard, at idle there's definitely a slight miss, but when you go to rev it out, this thing revs to the moon. I think it's like 62 or 6300 RPM, something like that. It's definitely going to be running a lot better as we start to diagnose all of the issues that it has. What else? I think the power steering has a leak as well, but definitely in the next video we're going to be fixing most of these issues if I haven't already fixed them, and then we're going to be taking this thing for its first drive. I know I haven't been uploading as much, but I wanted to make videos that I would be proud of or I would want to watch myself. That's why I was taking so long to upload. That on top of having many personal issues behind the scenes, so bear with me guys. I'm gonna be uploading much better content in the very near future, and I want to thank you guys, take time out to really thank you guys for tuning in, for liking, for subscribing. Always remember, don't drift without your dreams, and I'll catch you guys on the next one.